If you've ever wondered what progress looks like in a country that's rarely in the global spotlight, let me take you on a virtual journey to Burkina Faso. Nestled in West Africa, this nation is quietly rewriting its story, and at the center of it all is the Ouagadougou Mall, a place that's shocking visitors not because it's extravagant by global standards, but because it's a bold symbol of what's possible in a region often underestimated. Today, I'm breaking down everything we know about this groundbreaking project, from its sleek apartments to its buzzing future retail spaces, and why it's become a talking point for locals and outsiders alike. Let's start with the basics. The Ouagadougou Mall isn't your average shopping center. Imagine a building that's part retail haven, part residential oasis, and part community hub, all rolled into one. From the outside, it's a modern structure that stands out against Ouagadougou's skyline, a visual promise of something new. But the real magic happens inside. While I haven't walked its halls myself, footage and first-hand accounts reveal a space designed to cater to every aspect of daily life. The ground floor is lined with shops and eateries, but head upstairs and you'll find something unexpected. Fully furnished apartments where residents can live, work, and play without ever leaving the building. These apartments are a game changer. Picture minimalist interiors with clean lines, functional kitchens, and large windows flooding the rooms with natural light. One unit showcased in videos features a living area with modern furniture, a dining space for four, and bedrooms that balance simplicity with comfort. What's shocking isn't just the design, it's the price. At 75,000 CFA francs per month, roughly 120, these spaces are within reach for any Burkinabè professionals, offering a lifestyle that merges convenience with affordability. For context, this is a country where the average monthly wage hovers around 150, so while it's still a stretch for some, it's a sign of growing economic possibilities. But the mall isn't just about living and shopping. There's a state-of-the-art gym that could rival any high-end fitness center in a major city, complete with treadmills, weights, and open areas for group workouts. Nearby, a sleek lounge area, still under wraps during filming, hints at future possibilities, maybe a co-working space, a cafe, or a spot for live music. Every corner feels intentional, like the architects asked, "What do people actually need?" and built the answer into the walls. Now, let's talk about the people. Burkina Faso has faced its share of challenges, political shifts, economic hurdles, and security concerns. But stepping into the Ouagadougou Mall, you'd never guess it. Locals interviewed in videos beam with pride as they show off their new landmark. One security guard, when asked about President Ibrahim Traoré, simply says, "He's a good president." That sentiment echoes across the country. Traoré, who took office in 2022, has become a polarizing figure globally, but here, his focus on infrastructure and self-reliance resonates. Projects like this mall aren't just buildings, they're proof of a government betting on its people. What's striking is the warmth of the Burkinabè themselves. Even with language barriers, French is the main tongue, but many locals don't speak English. Their hospitality shines through. In one scene, the video host, a Nigerian traveler, laughs with a guard as they fumble through a mix of French and English. "I like Nigeria," the guard says, though he's never been. It's a small moment, but it captures something bigger, a shared sense of African pride. This isn't just a mall. It's a meeting point for cultures, a place where progress isn't a buzzword but a lived experience. Before we go further, I need to take a moment to say thank you. To every subscriber and channel member reading this, you're the reason I can dive deep into stories like Burkina Faso's. When I started this channel, I never imagined we'd grow into a community curious about the world's hidden corners. Your comments, shares, and support push me to keep exploring even when it means tackling complex topics or venturing into places I've never been. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it helps us bring more untold stories to light. Let's get to 50K together. Back to the mall. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why does this matter? For Burkina Faso, a landlocked nation often overshadowed by its coastal neighbors, the Ouagadougou Mall is a statement. It says, "We're here, we're innovating, and we're open for business." In a continent where urbanization is exploding, projects like this offer a blueprint for sustainable development. Think about it. Residents can reduce their carbon footprint by living above shops. Gyms reduce the need for separate facilities, and communal spaces foster connection in a fast-paced world. But it's not all smooth sailing. Critics might argue that a mall can't solve deeper issues like poverty or inequality. True, but it's a start. The Ouagadougou Mall creates jobs, from construction workers to retail staff, and attracts investment. It's a domino effect. More businesses open nearby, property values rise, and suddenly a once-overlooked area becomes a hotspot. For young Burkinabè, it's a reason to stay and build rather than seek opportunities abroad. That's powerful. Now, let's zoom out. Burkina Faso's story is part of a larger African narrative. From Rwanda's tech hubs to Kenya's Silicon Savannah, the continent is bursting with untapped potential. The Ouagadougou Mall is a reminder that progress doesn't have to mimic the West. It can be homegrown, tailored to local needs, and rooted in community. President Traoré's government seems to grasp this, prioritizing projects that blend modernity with cultural identity. Of course, no discussion about Burkina Faso is complete without acknowledging its challenges. Security remains a concern in some regions, and economic gaps persist. But focusing solely on those issues misses the bigger picture. The Ouagadougou Mall isn't just a building. It's a symbol of resilience. It's a nation saying, "We're more than headlines. We're building, we're dreaming, and we're here to stay." To the skeptics who ask, "Why a mall?" I'll flip the question, "Why not?" In a globalized world, these spaces aren't just about consumerism. They're about creating shared experiences. Imagine a teenager saving up to buy her first smartphone here, an entrepreneur leasing a kiosk to sell handmade crafts, or a family gathering at the food court for a weekend treat. These moments matter. They're the fabric of daily life, and they're as vital to a society as roads or schools. As the video tour wraps up, the host lingers outside the mall, reflecting on her experience. "I can't wait for this place to open," she says, and you can't help but agree. There's a palpable energy in her voice, a mix of awe and optimism. It's contagious. Maybe that's the takeaway here. Burkina Faso isn't waiting for permission to evolve. It's charging ahead, one floor tile and light fixture at a time. For those of us watching from afar, the lesson is clear. Progress isn't about grand gestures. It's about the everyday spaces where life unfolds. The Ouagadougou Mall might not make global headlines, but for the people who live, work, and dream within its walls, it's everything. So, what's next for Burkina Faso? If projects like this are any indication, the future is bright. As the mall prepares to open its doors, I'll be following its journey. And I hope you will too. Let's keep our eyes on nations like this, not just for their struggles, but for their triumphs. Before I sign off, one last request. If this story resonated with you, share it. Tag a friend, leave a comment, or hit the thumbs up. Every click helps algorithms push content like this to more people, and honestly, Burkina Faso deserves the spotlight. Until next time, stay curious. The world's full of surprises, and I'll be here to help you uncover them. One click, one story, one mall at a time.